What up, y'all? I'm back with another video, another review, and I'm here to review my boy Zen Gnarly's second mixtape, second project that I reviewed from Zen Gnarly, ASCNDR, Rad Beingz. Now, I met Zen Gnarly a little over a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago. Been a cool dude ever since, a fellow Rad Being. I've helped him out, he's helped me out, and he's been cool since day one. And I'm glad to be doing this, to review this project. I also reviewed his first mixtape, Golden. If you want to see that, I'll leave the link to it in the description below. And this project, as well as Golden, will be getting chopped and screwed by me. It's not out yet, but I will most likely leave a link to the description in this video below, letting you know when that has been released. Or I might even just make a separate video letting y'all know when it has come out. And this is a long mixtape, second mixtape from Zen Gnarly, 23 tracks long. And what can I say? There's original producers on here, same from Golden, like TG DayG, like TG DJ. I don't know what the hell I just said. Thavo, Floyd, Ashley Kays. Well, I have to say she's probably my favorite producer as far as producing for Zen Gnarly. I don't know what the hell just happened right there. And then we have some other people as well. Eloquent, MV Lamba, Brain Orchestra. I want to say I heard Brain Orchestra on Golden, but I could be wrong about that. BLK, MRKS, Mo Da Soul / Dutchy. And let's see. Steve Cool, him as well. And where I don't see anything that says prod by, I'm going to assume it was self-produced or in-house production. But let's go ahead and get into this review. Track number 1, Luppin Theme. I didn't know how to pronounce this until I heard the song. It said Luppin. And from what I'm hearing, Zen is saying the masses will never listen to him. They've been corrupted and they're caught up in this and that, new this and that. Like iPhone 6, he mentioned that in this song. Just shit like that. And it's a cool song to start off this long mixtape. Does it really sound like an intro? With the guy talking in the beginning, it does, as you just heard a skit of. Track number 2, Groovy. This shit had me dying when Groovy, rad, crazy, cool. You just keep repeating that. I mean, it was cool, but it had me laughing at first. But I could dig it though. I felt out of space. I felt like I was like in a class, high as shit, and I'm being told there's a lot to cover, like a lot to go over today. But that wouldn't ruin my high, cause I was fucking dying. And that shit. It's just the way Zen was saying it, and he was saying groovy, rad, and crazy and cool. I hear that every day, but just the way he was saying it, I was like, shit. Track number 3, Skip the Song. I'm not gonna lie, I was told to skip the song, end the song, so I went ahead and skipped it. I didn't even listen to it. Track number 4, let me stop playing. Track number 3, Skip the Song. Zen spits on power and refinement, building and destroying, mind unraveling, Rad Beingz, peace and harmony. And he even said, like I said, go ahead and skip the song to know what's going on. Zen then talks about unseen forces, living in a nightmare, and people being brainwashed. And when I first heard this beat, I was like, is he going with like a hard, well, not even a hardcore, a slower, more mellow, but still kind of like a Raekwon type of shit. That's what I was thinking, but he didn't, but I was still cool with it. I was told by Zen that this would sound way different than Golden, and I'm going to go ahead and spoil it right now. It does. And he said that he cut himself off from like all music. He didn't want to sound like anybody else. He didn't want to have any type of influences like Kendrick, I think his favorite rapper out right now, who's just doing great things for hip hop right now, I'll tell you what. But still, it does sound different than Golden. Track number 4, Life is Good, with a question mark at the end. I prefer the beat on this song, and not taking anything away from the lyrics or the original beat, like the first part of the beat. I'm not taking anything away from the lyrics or that first beat, but I prefer the second beat on here when it switches up. And Zen is really just questioning, like, is life as good as it seems? Like, your perception could be all fucked up. You're just not realizing it. You're tricking yourself, or you just don't want to see the reality of your life right now. Track number 5, Man Down. This was a real storytelling, and I don't mean storytelling like in a Biggie or Slick Rick type of way. I mean in Zen's own way. It's a storytelling type of song. I hear Zen spitting about a woman letting him down, not caring about the truth, being brainwashed, and that's why the man is down, because she let him down, and she wasn't what he thought. And the slowed outro on this is amazing. Like, I don't want to like say I'm the reason Zen was experimental with the slow sound and slowed outros, but I will say that being a fan of DJ Screw, my number one hero, chopping screw music being the biggest thing I do other than reviewing music, I don't want to say I like inspired him or influenced him to do that, but I will say he might have gotten an idea after like this past year and a half. I've been just chopping and screwing his music, talking to him about it, and even at one point I explained about DJ Screw, but I want to say he already knew who that was. Now, Swag featuring Yism or YZM. Man, I'm not taking nothing away from Zen, but when this dude came on here, I was like, damn. I actually prefer the beat though, but Yism came in with some clever rhymes and clever metaphors. Like he made Yism rhyme. Like he said something. Like I thought he was about to go off on some madism. Channel Live featuring KRS-One. I thought he was about to say some shit like, "Spark the ism, my expertism is lyricism. My flow will take you over like I was hypnotism." I'm like, shit. I thought he was about to do that. He didn't though. But he still put his. I'm not gonna say his all. I'm sure he put his all in it because I don't know who he is. But I'm not gonna say like he just ripped it. This is the best I've ever heard from him. This is my first time hearing from him. But he told his shit to threads. What can I say? Track number 7, Two Wrongs. Again, Zen is talking about power, refinement, building and destroying, letting his emotions get to him. If you don't shut the fuck up, he's gonna shoot you to get rid of his misery. And talks about people worshiping fake gods and they forget that we were once kings and queens. Track number 8, Silence. Zen tells the story of a kid who grew up having nothing. I believe it's Lil Johnny, and how he especially needs basic necessities like food. And a special fuck you to Uncle Sam, saying like, what about all the shit we've been through, all the shit that we built you, and saying he'll make sure his son is nothing like. Well, Zen is saying he'll make sure his son is nothing like him. And then he talks about, then he tells what I assume is the story of a single mother who turned stripper because it seems that no man is around. Like a man would have been around to help her. So I'm assuming she's a single mother. And what can I say? And another special fuck you to Uncle Sam, saying you're not going to corrupt Zen's daughter. Like you can make sure she grows up to be nothing like him. Wait, no. Everything he is and isn't, I believe. But he said something different about the son, though. Track number 9, Scholar. This seems like Zen is saying, blah, 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 whatever, yeah, to the professors, teachers, scholars, if you ask me. Track number 10, Rad Beingz. One of 2 singles to promote this mixtape. Well, what can I say? Rad Beingz rule the world. It's Rad Beingz for the fucking taking. Zen spits about recognition, how he wants to be internationally known, revolution, abuse of power, education, one love, religion, etc. And another slowed outro. Now, I want to say Zen and Joe and anybody else who's like in on the movement and knows about this song right here, what went down with it, I think they're gonna know what I'm talking about. But I think I know exactly where that slowed outro came from. I'm just not gonna put it out there like that, but I think I know exactly where that came from. Track number 11, YWE. Busy head bopping song about wanting to be free and prosper, especially freedom of your mind. And Zen talks about what happens to us Rad Beingz And towards the end of the song, he talks about meeting two people. One was a woman. She be selling pussy on the side, and just to meet her daughter. I mean, just to feed her daughter. And the other one, he met a man who was selling drugs, I want to say, and doing other not undesirable, shameful acts just to feed his kids. Now, when I first heard this song, I thought to myself, did he just say he met a brother and a sister, but he met one in person and then met the brother online? I had to re-listen to the song. Like I listened to this twice actually, but I had to listen to this song like 3 or 4 times to really get just to hear that part in particular. Like I was like, what? But track number 12, PVOB, positive vibes only here, bitch. If it's good energy, you gotta spread it all. If it's bad energy, I don't want that shit at all. Zen talks about many attempts to kill the rat Beingz off. And if you want some change, you gotta do and move something. Track number 13. Let me make sure I pronounce this right. Cointelpro. Cointelpro? Wait, what? Cointelpro. Warning, Biggie sample of lyrics in the beginning. I want to say Zen said 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning. Man, I was like, I'm not going to lie. After I heard that song, I had to go listen to Warning by Biggie. I just had to. What can I say? Like, I just couldn't get that out of my head. And vivid imagery, a real painting of a picture about what Zen's talking about, what he's telling the story of. And a change of pace and aggression and delivery and lyrics from Zen. I mean, this was some real aggression on here. The delivery was something else. And the lyrics from Zen were like, well, just to think that they're from Zen is like, dang, I didn't know he could like let off like that. Track number 14, Too Deep, the second single and last single to promote this mixtape. Zen spits about valuable, important information, but it's too deep. So niggas give him an outcasted alien look and reject it. And I love this fucking beat. I can't wait to chop and screw this whole tape because it is something else. But this song right here, Swag, I already have one song in particular chopped up, but we'll get into it. Whatever, man. Track number 15, Death of Woman. Interesting bass line, I have to say. A spacey vibe on the beat. And Zen speaks about lust, drugs, higher power glitching him, bitches talking to bitches. And the beat switches up to a soft, smooth soul, jazz, and R&B Miss Jones sample at the end. And I want to say a screwed outro as well. And some echoes, I want to say. Track number 16, Message to Oppressor. Zen is speaking from the point of view of a slave who doesn't have a slave mindset. Well, this is just my opinion on it. Rebelling against his oppressor, and he's ready to kill him. Zen then goes on CNN and explains the motive behind ASCNDR and Rad Beingz movement. And he explains it all from there. Track number 17. I don't want to say the most experimental, but this sounds like a beat that could have been on 808s and Heartbreak. I just see this beat being on 808s and Heartbreak for some reason. I don't know why. And I've given that album a listen twice. But this just seems like it would be on there for some reason. I just see it. It's a long track too. It's like 6 minutes, I believe. Zen spits about being born. You have no religion. You don't know or care what religion is, or color, race. You're born human first, and everything else is second. And we all need each other. So let's unify the world. Fuck our differences that we use to separate ourselves, really. And he then speaks on his personal battle with his mind and his conscience as well, I believe he brings up. Now, let's get into this last sheet. Track number 18, Masa. Zen. Oh, he spits about the killings of the heroes like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Pac, and Big. And after everything that's happened, he's saying like he's not surprised that ain't shit changed really. And he's saying like the higher powers, not necessarily white people, of course not, but like the higher powers, like the government, the system, you're just like Masa, giving masses whippings. But the rad beings will unite anyway. Track number 19, World War III. When I saw this on the playlist, and I saw that this had gotten way more plays, I was like, something's different about this song. Did people skip to this? Did people like just play this more than they played anything else? Did one or two people play this like on repeat 5 or 6 times? Something was different about this song, and it was. I don't know who's spitting it first, but he is ripping and tearing the shit up with the flow and the lyrical delivery. Now, when I say that may sound the same, but when I say flow, I mean like how he's flowing, but how is he delivering the flow? And the delivery of the lyrics is something like, what the fuck just happened? If this is who I think it is spitting on here, I gotta talk to my nigga. My nigga needs some chops, I swear. But not just that. Zen even spits about losing his mind thanks to the news, and he even talks like, for a small bit, he talks about desperate times and poverty. Check number 20, Twin Flame. This is a deep ode to that one girl you gotta have. It doesn't even necessarily have to be the girl that you were with and then broke up with. Just that girl you have likely the biggest crush on. And this is your ode to her, like come on, with me real quick. Just come with me. Fuck these niggas. Come with me real quick. Track number 21, RIP Zen Gnarly, RIP Zen Gnarly / Are You Free? And when I saw this, I was like, you do hear somebody crying in the beginning of the song, but when I saw this, I was like, is this gonna be like a totally different sound? It like doesn't even sound like it belongs on the tape, or even sounds like belonged on Golden. Is this gonna be one of those dark, depressing sounds and beats and lyrics? It's gonna be horrorcore, but it wasn't. And then I thought to myself, well, Zen says it's only positive energy anyway, so I realized he's not gonna do something like that. I prefer the beat switch on here. I'm assuming that's for Are You Free? I mean, I get lost to the song as well though. I can't front like I didn't just do this the whole time. I got lost to the song with my headphones on, staring out the fucking window, like, damn, I mean, shit. I stared out the window to this for like, I replayed the song 3 times, I'm not gonna lie. So I stared out the window for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Then Zen's on the second half, like the second 2.5 minutes, he spits about how he preferred, what did he say? He said something about, oh shit, I can't believe I forgot. Damn, what the hell did he say? You know what? I'm gonna let y'all find out exactly what he said, but it goes with the tape itself as far as, like I said, power, refinement, building and destroying. Not necessarily on this song, but freedom of mind, making choices. And what can I say about this song? I prefer when Zen is spitting like this, like less sound effects on the vocals. And he does that on the next track too. Track number 22, Alien, the end. So, this girl is trying to calm Zen down from being himself, releasing knowledge. And the people he's trying to reach, she's saying like they don't know any better. But he's coming for him anyway, even if he is too deep. And track number 23, The World is a Stage. What can I say? This song right here was the perfect outro song. Like, it just sounds like a final track. And the vibe to it is just, you know this is the end of a classic, of a CD, a gem that you found, and you just like, damn, this shit gotta end. This is like, not necessarily like a movie outro song, but a music outro song for strictly a project. And like I said, it just sounds like it's just the perfect ending vibe to it. Zen establishes himself and lays a foundation for himself, his sound, ASCNDR, Beingz, everything in one song. And he did it on this whole tape. I mean, Zen told me this tape would sound different than Golden. Oh, it definitely does. Do I see growth? I definitely see more of a budget on here as far as production goes. That kind of explains why there's 23 tracks, and I think Golden was only 15. So I definitely see more of a budget as far as for the production. There's a feature on here. There was no features on Golden. And it definitely sounds different. It sounds better than Golden. Zen told me it would. He told me it would sound different, but I don't know if he said it would sound better than Golden, but he doesn't need to tell me that. He wants it to. He expects it to. I want it to, and I expect it to sound better than Golden, and it did. Now since the time where I reviewed Golden, my rating system has changed. This is definitely better, higher than Golden. Not saying Golden was trash, because it wasn't. And I'm not gonna lie, this may be better than Golden, but I prefer like 4 or 5 songs on Golden more than I prefer the ones on here. But this is still better than that. It's like me liking certain rappers. My favorite rapper of all time may be trash in somebody else's eyes, and who's number one to everybody else. I can admit he may be better, but I still fuck with this. And that's the case with Golden. I think I still fuck with Golden just a little bit more, but I definitely see the growth in production as an artist, a lyricist, and delivery. I mean, when he did that aggressive flow, I was like, shit, there we go. So I have to rate this this is a B in my eyes, 87 out of 100. Now this has been out for a while now. How long has it been? 2 weeks exactly today or tomorrow. So be sure to let me know what you think about this mixtape if you've heard it. If you haven't heard it, I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description below to the SoundCloud so you can listen to it. Listen to it, come back to me, let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about my review on it. Be sure to like this video, share the video, subscribe if you're new. Get me on Twitter, Facebook, AudioMac, SoundCloud, Instagram. Hit on my email for business or anything. Check out Zen Gnarly's SoundCloud, his Twitter, his Facebook. I'll leave all his links in the description below as well. Thank you, bro, for letting me listen to this again. The Chopped and Screwed Slug and Jab version of this will be coming out as well, just like it did for Golden. And if you want to see that review as well, I'll leave the link to that in the description too. And if you want to donate to support my movements as far as YouTube, music, entertainment, etc. goes, you can donate to DynamicJAB@gmail.com through PayPal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.